Hey guys, good afternoon and happy Saturday. I hope we're all having a great day so far. And yeah, hope everyone's doing good. Today is Saturday, it is the 4th of October. It is just gone 20 to 6, and that means as of today, I have 27 days until my final day working here in Paphos. And the fact that I'm even saying that out loud, what? Sorry. I'm sorry, what? It's just wild. Because that means that, is it next Friday? Yeah, next Friday I'll have 3 weeks left, which is mad. That's insane, like. So for today's video, I thought I would go through some of the books that I've read while in Cyprus, while living here. Some of them are paper books, so I can, show them to you. The other ones are on my Kindle. I couldn't bring my Kindle over with me in the beginning. I just didn't have the space in my bag for it. Like, I even think like it's tiny, but I was nearly over my weight limit, so couldn't bring it over with me. So then when my mum came over in June, she brought it for me. But anyway, enough yapping, let's get on with the books. So the first book that I got was this one. This is Charlie Savage by Roddy Doyle. So I don't know when this was, but for a whole year Roddy Doyle wrote a little short story for, it was the Irish Independent. I don't know if he still does it, but this is a year's worth of the short stories about Charlie Savage that Roddy Doyle has done for the Irish Independent. They've compiled it into a little book. I got this in a shop called Public in the mall. It cost me $10.70. I have to say the books are very expensive here. It's why that I got my mum to bring over the Kindle for me, because I was like, I'm not about to spend 60 quid on books, and some of them I might not even be able to bring home with me. This, however, this is coming home with me. This was such a good book. It's only 52 chapters, but each chapter is only like, I'm on chapter 27 here, 3.5 pages of a chapter, because they were short stories for a newspaper. So it was very kind of easy read, pick it up, leave it away. There was no kind of, the only through plot was kind of the characters. Everything else is kind of like one shot kind of short stories, which I loved. With it being Roddy Doyle, he's an Irish author, gave me a feel of home. I think I'd give this a 9 out of 10. Not 10 out of 10, but a very solid 9 out of 10. This is probably going to be one of my favourite books. It's already in tatters a little bit from how much I kind of ferociously read it and shoved it into my bag. I'm feeling this is going to get dog-eared to high heavens because I love it so much. So yeah, that is Charlie Savage by Roddy Doyle, a 9 out of 10. The next book that I got was this one. This is called They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I think that's how you pronounce it. This was huge on social media a couple of years ago. And I was kind of trying to find it. I was like, it looks kind of interesting when it was online. And then I saw it again in Public. This one was $12.99. This one was a little bit more expensive. This is definitely more of a kind of, like, this has a kind of through story, and it's quite a hefty book. It took me about, I think, 3 weeks to a month to read this one. But it's really, really good. It's about these two boys, Matteo and Rufus, and that's all I'm going to say about it, because the title kind of gives it away. But this was a great book. It was very funny, kind of sad at the same time. It could be very abrupt in some places. But overall, a really good read. I think I would have loved this when I was a little bit younger, if I was maybe like 21 or 22 reading it. But overall, fabulous book. And I really did enjoy it. Not as much as Roddy Doyle, so I think I would give this book maybe a 7.5 out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. Don't hate me if this is your favourite book in the whole wide world. It was a good book, but it just isn't one of my favourites. Would I reread it? Probably. Might be in my top 50 books, top 100, but not one of my favourites. So still an incredible book, a great read. There was a couple of days on my days off where I actually couldn't put it down. So I would give this a 7.5 out of 10. And now moving on to my lovely Kindle. I can't show the covers because that would undo loads of progress. I'm just going to double check the name of the book that I'm currently reading. Okay, cool. So, start of last year, I started reading the Court of Thorns and Roses series. I think I started it in about February of last year. And then I was on the third book, A Court of Wings and Ruin, before I came to Paphos. However, couldn't bring the book with me. Mum brings over the Kindle. I accidentally buy the second book, which is The Court of Mist and Fury. The plus side of that was I had forgotten what had happened in the second book, and I needed like a refresher. Like I could remember what happened in the first book, because the first book is a lot shorter. It's a lot of some of it's a lot of exposition, I feel, for what's going to happen in the other books. So what I first did is I reread A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas. Lads, not only did I forget that book, I forgot how good that book was. So I would give A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas a 10 out of 10. It is so good. It has plot twists. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It's just, oh my god, I'm so in deep with this book series. It's not even funny. I kind of go in and out of phases while I'm reading. Like sometimes I'll read and I'll wait for like a year and a half, and then I won't read again for like another 8 months, and then I'll pick up books again. But books are always a huge part of my life, and this book, oh my god, it's so good. It was so good. And I'm currently reading, I'm rambling. So yes, A Court of Mist and Fury, Sarah J. Maas, for me gets a 10 out of 10. And I very rarely give books a 10 out of 10 unless they're ones that like I have read and reread. But oh my god. So that was A Court of Mist and Fury, 10 out of 10. And now what I'm going to do is, because I'm not finished the book that I'm currently reading, but I will give a preliminary rating for this book. And then when I'm finished, I'll make a note in my I have a notebook. I'll make a note in that to tell you guys my final rating. At the moment, I am reading book number 3 in the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, called Court of Wings and Ruin. So it takes up just literally after where the second book finishes. This is incredible. I'm currently on chapter 40, so I think I still have a fair bit to go. I can't remember exactly how many chapters are in that book. I am in, like, as the Sarah J. Maas books, kind of, I think the second and third book, I can't remember whether the first book does it, but I know that the second book and the third book do it. They have like part 1, part 2, part 3, and I think I'm still currently in part 2 of this book, and I don't know how many parts are in it. If I had the paper book, I could flip through, but I only have the Kindle with me. But so far, A Court of Wings and Ruin, I will give an 8 out of 10. It will probably turn out to be a 10 out of 10. However, I haven't finished the book, but for now I am very cautiously optimistic. It is amazing. It is so good. I'm really loving it, but I don't want to prematurely give it a 10 out of 10. So for now, A Court of Wings and Ruin by Sarah J. Maas for now gets an 8 out of 10, to be confirmed later on. So yeah, that is basically a ranking of all the books that I've read so far while living here in Cyprus. I will probably end up reading a couple more, and once I finish this, I'll probably end up reading maybe one more and finishing that just as I'm coming home. I'm not entirely sure. There are some days when I have my days off that I could literally read for Ireland and I could get a whole book done. Other days I'm like, maybe read like a chapter, maybe 2. But yeah, so that is my rating of all the books I've read so far while working over here. Thank you so much for watching, guys. 27 days left, and I'll see you tomorrow.